Okay, so I think this is the last segment. Thank you for watching every single one of my videos if you have, and if not, then that's cool because I talk a lot and I'm not sure I would be able to handle myself talking for this long. But anyways, so my last category was financially, and it was to not spend a lot of money, and I ended up spending lots of money. Yeah, I need to get better at that. I really do. Recently, I started watching Anti-Hauls by a drag queen called Kimberly Clark, and I'm like, you know what? Every time I'm about to buy something, I'm just gonna remember her yelling at me. Because in reality, I have everything that I want and possibly could need. Like, I have everything that I need, and, like, I'm always gonna want more stuff, but, like, new stuff never fills the void. But, yeah, like, I really need to just focus now, again, on, like, using all the things that I have, especially when it comes to makeup, like, and I need to, like, remind myself that I just really need to let go of things and give stuff away, or, like, sell it. I don't even know, but, yeah, so I wrote at the bottom here, what do I have to prove to anyone? I'm already here. I don't have to be different, I just am, and I wrote go me. Yeah, so again, throughout this entire year/semester, it really is just reminding myself that I actually got it good. There's nothing really that I have to worry about. And I just keep on trying to remind myself that I don't need to worry because I have God and I'm going to be fine. And lately, this mantra, I guess, I've been repeating to myself is, todo va a estar bien, which is Spanish for everything's gonna be fine. And I don't know why, but, like, repeating that to myself in Spanish makes me feel better. Which, I've been doing. And just in general, like, I'm just reminding myself, like, hey, you don't need to worry, everything's gonna be fine. And a lot of times I feel as if God is like, hey, I'm here, it's gonna be okay. Everything that happens, I planned out for you, and it's always for your good. I had a difficult time when it came to reporting the thing that I had to report and going through that entire process, and that was difficult, but it was good, and I got friends through Brave Voices because of that, and they were great in helping me report stuff, and bummed out that my friends graduated, but, like, even though Jessica graduated, we still saw her, and even though Brittany is far away, we still get a hold of her. And, like, Megan, like, so proud of Megan. She got a job at Chalk as a medical person. As, like, a medical scribe. So I'm very proud of her. I hope I'm allowed to say that without her getting in trouble. But yeah, like, I'm very proud of her, and, like, she's gonna try to get into med school, like, after, she's gonna try to get into med school, so I'm very proud of her. And when it comes to Jessica, she got a job, and all of us were happy for her. Brittany has a job. I don't know what David's doing. He's, like, trying to get an internship, and I'm very proud of him. It's just, again, really hard because all the people that I love the most are gone. But with my living situation next year, thankfully God fulfilled my prayers, and because that was, like, my biggest prayer request throughout the entire year. And then I ended up living, like, next year I'm going to live with two girls I don't really know, but they seem cool, and I'm gonna live with a girl who worked with David. And I remember, like, being, like, nervous, like, thinking maybe we might not get along, and then David's like, Kim, you're gonna be fine, like, you two will be fine. And she's really nice. But yeah, so anyways, that is my whole vlog on this past year at school and stuff. Thank you very much for watching, and congrats to you for making it to the end. So yes, I will make a video on my goals for my super senior year. Eventually, I don't really know when, but it will happen, because, I just, like, one day, probably when I'm, like, old, I'll be able to look back and see, like, if I accomplished these things overall, or who I was when I was, in my 20s, like what I looked like, and maybe through these things when I have kids one day, hopefully I name them Sheena and Methuselah, like they'll be able to like look at these videos and see like, hey, like my mom was a very interesting person and I can relate to her, or like, you know, she is going through what I'm going through right now and I can trust her. I don't even know. And, you know, Lord forbid and knock on wood, like if I were to die soon, then my friends will be able to like look at these videos and be like, yeah, that was my friend and I love her. It's just kind of weird to think that I'm maturing. I mean, I remember when I first started at Biola, I was just like, I'm gonna find my spouse here and date a whole bunch of people, and then that didn't really happen, but then I ended up, you know, I ended up kind of being with a really good friend who cares about me, who is my polar opposite. And then I remember as soon as I turned, or I remember like in college, I was like, I'm gonna drink all the time. And then now I'm just like, nah, I'm okay. I don't need that in my life. And it's just really interesting to see it. Also, it's really interesting to see the progression of my hair. But yes, the blue is there. Remember Jessica made some comment like, oh, the blue's almost gone, but no, it's right here. So, ha! Yeah, and also, like, again, like in my other video, like the one before this, I cursed a lot for whatever reason, but now it's like, I don't really need to curse a lot. I don't know what Blink-180... Okay, there's a Blink-182 song, I don't know the name of it, but like part of the chorus is, I guess this is growing up, and like every time I do like some weird milestone thing in my life, or like I make a responsible decision, like I always, like that loops through my head, I guess this is growing up. So yeah, I guess this is growing up, and thank you guys for watching, and when you're done watching this, if you know me personally, let me know. Yeah. Okay. Bye, guys!